Hey everybody, this is Johnstar coming at you with another Guild Wars 2. I guess these are jumping quests as I have done my research a little bit. This is the one that's called Troll's End, I believe. And this is another one my friend showed me and walked me through. I didn't really know what I was doing or where I was going, so gotta use those friends that that find this stuff and all that. Yeah, and this one was a little confusing, especially for me. Even though he was, walking me through this and all that, I couldn't figure it out. And this one has actually been rated near impossible for characters like the Char, because what you're going to be going into is it's a really condensed cave. And see how he kind of jumps off there. Here I go. I think I'm not going to do very well at this because yeah. I'm just not good at this kind of stuff. I try to do as best as possible. I see him and I miss it by like that much. And what you're supposed to do is get on top of that pole. And my friend's, he tried to stop me from jumping off because he said that was actually okay. But you're supposed to get on top of that pole and let's see if I, pan it back. And for some reason I had just discovered that. I have no idea why. So. Yeah, he's explaining to me. I'm just kind of watching him so I can see it, and then he disappears, and I don't really know where he goes. He's not anywhere around me, so I'm watching his screen actually while I'm trying to do this, and then I gotta go all the way back up. So you kind of saw where it was. It was that vista that kind of overhung the whole trading area right there, and so I'm gonna cut right back to now I'm on top of the pole. So you just gotta, aim it just right, and you just fall right straight here. And you should fall all the way through into some water. So
maybe you could show me some moves.
Here we are. This is kind of the long part. I mean, it's not, something really exciting. And as you can see already, that the camera's like at my back, pretty much. I can't zoom out of it. I've already tried. I'm actually trying to zoom out of it right now. And there it goes. And so, you got all these friendly creatures in here, barracudas, which are total jerks, by the way. I'll record some combat of barracudas and show you exactly why they're jerks and why now it's an inside joke in my apartment to say barracudas to me and me get really angry. So. Moving on back to this, we're going to go into this cave with a bunch of friendly creatures. Most of these jumping quests, I found another one. I just stumbled upon it randomly while I was exploring an area in the Norn, of the Norns, and in Snowden Drifts. It's where a vista is, and it really doesn't look like a jumping quest or a jumping dungeon or whatever they're called. But you go a little bit farther, and there's a bunch of enemies in it. They're all looters because they're looking for this treasure chest that's in here. Oh, by the way, my friends to show a shortcut here to do this one, so that you don't have to start at the very beginning of this place, because we never started at the very beginning. Even though this is the beginning right here, we're gonna go just a little bit farther up, and right at this one, it's about the third big stone thing. There's a little ledge here that you can jump onto and jump up onto it, so you don't have to jump up onto the first one. It skips a couple ones. It really doesn't make all too much of a difference. So, yeah. And when I turn around right here, this is the part that I'll show you why it's so hard, because the body of the Norns and the Char block this view just so much, and it's really hard to actually do. I'm kind of going through like really fast, and my friend's like, "Oh, I've never seen somebody do it this fast," and I didn't expect you to actually make some of these jumps. Again, my experience with MapleStory has actually helped me out on this aspect, even though it's a 2D side-scrolling game. But it kind of helped me time jumps a little bit better. So the one jump that apparently was really hard is this one right here. Now I make it on my first try. Spoiler alert! Even though you're about to see it, here I am just trying to line it up. This took me. Let's see. This took me about half an hour to 45 minutes to complete, if I remember right. And you're gonna see a bunch of cuts because I keep falling and I keep missing jumps and I get really, really frustrated. So just be kind of wary of that. If you miss a jump, you just go right back to the beginning. there's really no way to get back up on these things and keep going. And so here I am. Here's the final jump, and I missed it, so I gotta go back and redo it all. Maybe I recorded my failings. I think I did actually for this part, because I don't think I cut them until we get to the next area. So I mean, it's just a small little dungeon area. It bothered me because the camera wouldn't zoom in or wouldn't zoom out, so I could see where I was jumping. I could see the platform and all that. And so there was a lot of discussion that my friend found on a forum page about this and the Char and the Norn, where people who were trying to do this one with a Char or a Norn found it really hard to do because the camera angles weren't all that great, and there was just a lot of issues with being able to see where they're trying to jump to next, and getting that lined up. And there I go, missing again. It's only at about probably the fourth or fifth miss, I just start swearing at the computer because I'm just so angry and frustrated with this jump quest. And I normally I'm not usually frustrated, because it's a little bit of a challenge, and it's supposed to be hard, and I'm not ripping on that. Things like this are really great in games, because it's something new, and well, I mean, jump quests sometimes really aren't a big new concept, but stuff like this where it's so well hidden and it's an achievement in the game to get these. And I think my friend said there's about 47. Yeah, there's that hard jump that I miss it, and I think at this point I'm swearing, but and they have these chests at the end. They have a bunch of random gear in them, and I don't think they have really anything super special. But I mean, it's an achievement. So if you're one of those guys or girls that needs every single achievement in the game, these things are probably the funnest things to do that I've had in a game experience. I've only had the Maple Story 2D side scroller version of stuff like this, and where it's not all that super popular. And I mean, especially I don't think Maple Story really is all that popular anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it's 3D games like this where you're challenged on a daily basis to find these things. There's secret places all over the place. There's little Easter eggs and things like that all over the games, and things like that is what I find enjoyable about a game. And this is one of the reasons why my friend wanted me, because I stopped playing Guild Wars 2 for a while, just because I got Borderlands 2. I was playing that for a while, and then I just wasn't really playing anything really in general. I was watching mainly a lot of Netflix and playing some Modern Warfare 3 and sucking at it horribly. And so he was like, I found these things. Let me show you at least just 2 of them in Lion's Arch. And so I was like, I was kind of skeptical about it, because it's like I really am bored of my character, and I really don't want to play it. But he's like, just give me this one chance, and if you don't want to play it anymore, that's your thing after this. And so I was like, okay, I'll do it. So this was the second one that we did, and I mean, it frustrated me beyond belief, but when I finally got it done, I was so happy that I had actually did it. And I mean, it really got me back into the game. And so I mean, I stopped playing this character per se, and not because I didn't like it. Well, I didn't like the class in general. It's not that it's a bad class, it's not that it's a weak class, it's not that I got killed a lot. It's just melee characters aren't really my thing. I like range. I like to be away from the enemy, to where I'm not taking damage, but to where it's still fun at the same time, and I can still deal lots of damage and all this, and I mean, that's just my opinion on it. Melee classes just aren't that exciting to me, and it's not just this particular melee class. I mean, in World of Warcraft, I never played a melee class minus a Death Knight. That's because it was a hero class that started at level 55 and it was really easy to level. That's beside the point. So, I mean, in all honesty, I love range, and so I mean, you'll see me here on a range character, because I got another one to show you guys that the one that I stumbled upon in the Norn Snowden Drifts, or Snowden Heights, or whatever it's called. So, okay, here we are in the second area. There's a bunch of plants here that you can harvest, and as you can see that I'm harvesting, because I love to harvest stuff, and I love to get those collectibles, and I'm a cook on this character, so I make a bunch of different things, and I love the whole discovery traits and all this, and so here we are. This is actually near the end, and I'm gonna fall off. I'm gonna get really frustrated, and so here I think I'm gonna skip back here to when I got back onto it, and yeah, because I'm a little frustrated. My friend is just like, he came down with me because he's like, yeah, that kind of failed and you need to go and do it again. At this point, I'm seriously frustrated, and when at this next cut, I'll kind of explain, like, I got back to that first area, and there's that one jump that I at first said was really hard. I kept failing that jump over and over and over again. I think I failed it about 10 more times before I finally got to this point again. And I was, just by this end, I was so angry. I was so frustrated that I was like, all right, put on a speed boost. We need a speed boost, because speed boost gives you that little extra jump length. And so here I am failing again, and I think I just started yelling, and I just cut to here. So here, that's after that jump, and after this, you're gonna jump right over here. There's a chest. You're gonna grab it. You're gonna get an achievement.
The life for me.
All right. So I mean, that's the Troll's End. Until next time, I will talk to you guys later. All right. So stay awesome.